Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tuesday's Market SITREP. Obviously, we don't have a Monday market outlook. Hopefully, you spent some time yesterday with your family and your friends reflecting on all the folks, the young men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the defense of our country and our freedoms. I remember 11 out of the 15 years that I flew fighter jets, 11 good friends were killed. Forever young. And remembered them and hoisted a couple in their honor and their memory. But had a good weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Went down and anchored off of Star Island. Got to see my boys fly right overhead, the Blue Angels, this weekend for the Miami Air and Sea Show. So that was well worth it. Anyway, all right, let's get to work. It is time to take a look at this inflection point that we're at in the market right here. Where I like to say we don't hang out too often between two moving averages, the 50-day and the 200-day moving average. We're going to break, folks, one way or the other. And based on the no movement really in the trade talks, the other day President Trump did the whole, hey, we'll get a deal eventually. Market didn't even blink to the upside. So if I had my druthers, we're heading lower, and 200-day moving average is the next stop. But let's get into it. Brazil shares up on hopes for reform. Check this out, man. Really great recovery out of the EWZ, that's the iShares Brazil ETF. Look at that bounce off that bottom there. We got a great looking iron condor going down range right now. We've been trading the heck out of the EWZ as it's been range bound with Bolsonaro trying to do some good work down there. The Bovespa jumped about 1.2% on some good stuff. The Brazil looking to pass reform seen as crucial to the economy. Bolsonaro, the Trump of the tropics, is really trying to clean up down there, and I think that's a great long-term bullish trade, which we have on. We're bullish on Brazil out into January of 2021. We've been trading Brazil through the World Cup, the Olympics, almost 9-10 years we've been trading the EWZ, and it's been a really, really good name for us to trade. Back to the trade war with China. It's really starting to, the financial media, and I guess most normal folks, are finally waking up to the fact that it really isn't about trade, folks. This is about China's strategic dominance. I've been briefing you on this for years. I've sailed through disputed waters in the Pacific and know what's going on. I took part in the Defense of Taiwan exercise and planning, and just know that is what this is all about. So conditions not right for a Trump-Xi meeting. Last week, China said, hey, we're not going to continue talking until the U.S. addresses its wrong actions. Okay. And then Xi Jinping said, we're settling in for a new long march. So really nothing scheduled. I've been scouring, and where's Larry Kudlow? Where's the market whisperer? Donald Trump dragged Larry Kudlow from New York down to Washington to be kind of that market whisperer and to go out there and just, calm markets. I haven't seen him. I think maybe he's dating Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, because I haven't seen him. He ain't out here calming the markets. Talked about the Fed a lot lately. Why? Because the Fed's dead, baby. Just like Zed's dead in Pulp Fiction. The president successfully has, created two fall guys, China and the Fed. So he can, if this market goes down, point to China and say, hey, man, trade wars because we've been getting screwed for 40, 50 years. I'm making things fair. And the reason your 401k is a 201k is the Federal Reserve. Under Barack Hussein Obama, they cut interest rates. They introduced QE, quantitative easing, where they just pumped money into the stock market. Why can't they do that for me? And now the impeachment talks are growing louder and all that type of stuff, which just isn't conducive to a bullish market right here. But stocks not looking too shabby right now. We had a nice looking gain at the open, but it's giving some of that back. Low volatility and buffer ETFs draw billions amid jitters over market swings. Hey, here's a shocking. Two popular tactics: picking stocks with steady performance and limiting losses using options. What a great headline. That's exactly what we do here at Top Gun Options. That's a great headline. Welcome to the party, folks. This is what we've been doing for 10 years, teaching retail investors and traders of all experience levels how to do this. Pretty shocking development in Amazon today coming out. They're getting ready to purge many small suppliers. This has been the backbone of Amazon. This is how he became a billionaire, is with the small supplier. I did about a year or two consulting down with an Amazon fulfillment center outside of Miami, so I know the innards of this business, and they're just going to undercut all these small suppliers. Little old lady selling makeup from her kitchen table, they're going to undercut her prices, and she's going to get booted. So, that's a great picture of Jeff Bezos. I used all you guys to get started. Now I'm going to destroy all you guys. At the end of the day, that sucks. I just think that's wrong. And as an American, that just kind of sucks. As Gordon Gekko from the movie Wall Street, I think that's freaking phenomenal. Do more of that type of stuff. Get rid of your employees, put robots in place, destroy your small suppliers, and get your stock up to $3,000 pretty quickly. Isn't that awesome? That's what you want as a shareholder. You want to see this. Look at Amazon up $25 today, right? Our solo Amazon service is doing great. We got a couple bull put spreads on. We have synthetic stock, short calls. We're also trading XLY, which is a good proxy for Amazon. It's the consumer discretionary ETF, and that's looking pretty good as well. We covered some bullish trades last week. And just as a reminder for the members, since obviously we didn't have a solo Amazon one yesterday, we'll do it on Friday. I understand we're ping-ponging around here, but we got holidays, travel, all sorts of stuff. We're gonna try to put it on Monday after weekly options. So 1 o'clock weekly options on Mondays, and then probably about 3 o'clock will be our solo Amazon brief. Okay. Quick reminder: if we have one-on-one coaching scheduled this week or not scheduled this week, more to the point, shoot me an email, shoot me a text, or give me a call, and let's get that scheduled, because my schedule's starting to fill up here a little bit. Okay, real interesting article on Zero Hedge. It's actually an article in the New York Times today about Navy pilots describing UFO sightings, hypersonic speeds, no exhaust plumes or anything, and they actually have FLIR footage of this. Of this occurring. So make sure you take a look at the New York Times, because it's a very, very interesting article. Okay, I got to get going. We have a 1 o'clock joint weekly options and primary live trade brief. We're going to cover our Brazil position, CSX. We got Visa to talk about. Visa is another one of those gifts to keep on giving, sitting there in the background, printing money for us, and looking great. Look at that, up about nice pop today, 2%. So we're going to take a look at a bullish trade at 1 o'clock on Visa. So have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless. I'll see you at 1 o'clock if you're a member. If not, I'll see you tomorrow for Wednesday's Market SITREP.